Think of the best charter grounds in the world, and the Bahamas will most likely be on your list. Think of the finest American-built yachts, and the brand Westport will never be far from your mind. And think of the most desirable model of Westport, and there can be no doubt that the Westport 164 offers absolutely everything that could ever be desired from a yacht. So, when the 164-foot, recently constructed Westport super yacht NEENAH came to our fleet of yachts available for charter, I just had to ask charter manager Nicole Pope to tell me all about her, starting with her incredible layout.
We're on board NEENAH. She's a 164 Westport yacht that was built in 2020. And from what we've seen from kind of the historic charter market, these 164 Westports just offer a very impressive charter platform. So for NEENAH, when you walk on, you're kind of welcomed by her large main deck aft, which is quite typical of the Westport styles. They offer these very impressive large deck spaces accompanied with a ton of volume on the interior as well. So you get a really good mix of both interior and exterior space. So on the main deck aft of NEENAH, she has a lounge area aft with a little seating area, and then a long dining table that seats all 12 guests. She also has a little bar to port side with a couple of bar stools and a TV. The entire main deck aft is covered by a hard top, and it also has air conditioning around the table. So no matter where guests are, they're always comfortable with air conditioning if they need it. As we walk into the main salon of NEENAH, she has this large open plan space with contemporary furnishings and a contemporary feel inside. She has a lot of light furnishings, but then it's mixed with these really nice kind of darker wood elements, especially that the dining table is this high gloss dark wood that contrasts nicely to the rest of the interior space, mixed also with some leather kind of accent chairs and leather elements that give a nice luxurious feel to the yacht. That being said, she still remains very cozy. It's a nice hangout spot for the whole family. She's got a big pop-up TV, so it's an attraction for the family to hang out. She also has these like pops of bright blue in the main salon and in the dining salon that kind of contrast nicely against the light furnishings, but tie in nicely with the ocean that's in the backdrop. And it has this very dark, high gloss wood table that contrasts nicely towards the rest of the main salon and dining area that gives it a very luxurious feel. And then as we move through into the main foyer, she's got beautiful onyx floor with an elevator that services all decks. Moving forward, we move to the master cabin. Which is a private office with 2 armchairs and a pop-up monitor. So it gives the primary kind of a private space to catch up on work if it's needed. Full beam master cabin is really nicely spacious and well appointed. She's got a king-size bed, a large credenza, and a sofa. And then there's a double door that leads into a full beam master bath with heated floors, onyx finishes, a freestanding bathtub, a large shower, and walk-in closets. And on the bridge deck, she has kind of like what we would call a VIP cabin. It's a really nice retreat. Secondary to the master, it offers the same level of luxury to VIP guests on board. It has a king-size bed, really large windows that offer great views, a large ensuite bath with a large shower. Again, those nice onyx finishes that you'll see in the master cabin. And then it also has access to a private kind of deck slash balcony on the side where there's a private door from the VIP cabin that leads out. There's 2 armchairs and a little coffee table there. So it just offers those guests like a little retreat to kind of enjoy like a morning coffee or a sunset cocktail out there. There's also an access door from that deck to the bridge deck. And on the bridge deck, we're gonna find a round table that seats between 8 to 12 guests. And aft, we'll find 4 lounge chairs that are nice and open to the sun where guests can catch some of the kind of sun rays and the views. Mirrored on the other side, we also have another little deck slash balcony side that's accessible from the interior Sky Lounge. Also with 2 armchairs, just offers again a nice little intimate space for guests to kind of enjoy a cocktail. On the inside, we have a Sky Lounge, which is where I'm sitting right now. It's one of my favorite spaces on board. It's intimate, but just offers also a lot of seating area. You can seat the whole family here and kind of watch a movie. There's also a little table aft with 4 chairs around it where you can kind of catch up on work or enjoy some games. And then she also has a bar kind of hidden up forward to the port side where guests can kind of hang out at the bar, or it offers a nice service area for the stewardesses to make drinks. The 164 Westport, such an impressive charter platform, is the deck spaces that she offers. They're laid out really nicely to accommodate all 12 guests and in a very spacious way. So if we move up to the sun deck, that's where you really get that feel. It's massive and it's divided up really nicely into 3 different spaces. Most of the sun deck is covered by a hard top, so you really have a lot of protection from the sun. There's a lounge area aft, and in the middle we have this large half moon bar with 6 bar stools around. Also a great service area for the stewardesses. So there's just an element of kind of convenience with service up there in terms of guests getting their cocktails and drinks really quickly. And then up forward, we have a very large jacuzzi that's completely exposed to the sun and gives you unobstructed views of the exterior. In terms of access to the sun deck, not only is she accessible by the staircase on the exterior, but she's also accessible by a staircase that goes from the bridge deck and pops up out onto the sun deck. She also has the elevator that goes all the way from the lower deck and pops up out onto the sun deck, so if that's necessary. There's a lot of different ways to kind of access the sun deck that make it very convenient for guests. And then to add to the convenience, there's a pop-up day head on the sun deck as well. On the lower deck, we have 4 cabins. The 2 aft cabins are identical king cabins that are very spacious and add plenty of closet space. They also have large ensuite baths with dual vanities and large showers. And then up forward, we have 1 twin cabin. It's a convertible cabin, so it converts from a twin-sized bed to a king-size bed, which offers just a lot more kind of configuration depending on guests' needs and what the kind of dynamic of the guest profile is. And we also have the 4th cabin is a smaller cabin that has a queen-size bed that's up against the wall. She also has an ensuite bath with a large shower.
So we're talking about a sizable yacht with a desirable layout. But what about activities you can engage in during your charter? What about the cuisine on board? Well, Nicole answered both of those questions.
where we are right now is we're anchored off of Highbourne Key in the Bahamas, and this is going to be kind of the main playground for NEENAH and her charter guests. Mostly she's going to be available in the Bahamas for charters, and we have a captain and a crew who are very well versed in the area. Alongside, she's going to offer a 36-foot invincible towed tender that comes with the charter program. That's going to have a very extensive fishing setup that goes along with it. We have captain and crew that are very experienced in fishing, sport fishing, deep sea fishing, and that's something that NEENAH will be able to offer charter guests. Along with that, she has 2 wave runners, a couple of paddle boards, snorkeling gear, and towables. Included in NEENAH's great, charter experienced crew, we have a chef that has worked on a number of very popular charter yachts. And he offers mostly a very kind of American style cuisine. He does his breakfast specials, very fresh and healthy lunches and kind of high-end elevated dinners. Although he offers mostly American style, he's got experience in all cuisines, from Mediterranean to Asian.
This is a super yacht that our video team enthused about after the shoot. She really is very special indeed. So, if you are watching this video because you just love to see beautiful yachts in amazing locations, I feel sure that you will have enjoyed every second of this. And if you're watching because you are considering what yacht to select for your next vacation, do contact us. You won't regret it.